Hello, I'm Phillip Johnson, here to promote my poetry books. Here's the first one, 50 Silly Poems from Modern England. The first poem I'm going to present to you is Twits on Twitter. Originally it was going to be called Fools on Facebook, but I didn't want to upset too many people. What's going on? Make a comment on Twitter. Who's hot, who's not? And at whom are we going to titter? Who's done their ironing? Who's been shopping? Who's eating a box of choc whilst channel hopping? Who's sharing exclusive photos of their big night out? Who's missing a long lost cousin and giving them a shout? Who's promoting something really worthy? Who's seen an incriminating snap of themselves and now they're getting nervy? Who's gossiping and saying something mean? Who's wondering which diet is best and why they're no longer lean? Who's really brassed off with their neighbours and their boyfriend Tom? Who's recommending their all-time favourite rom-com? Who's not going to be seeing another man ever? And how many of us, when asked to join all of this, say, never? There you go. Hello, I'm Phillip Johnson, here to promote my second poetry book, controversially entitled 50 Shades of Modern English Poetry. And the one I'd like to present to you is called Boys Love Beer. Here we go. Boys love beer, in cans, in glasses, in jars. They'll drink it in any vessel, in a range of pubs, clubs and bars. Very few could name the ingredients. Very few could explain the brew process. Very few acknowledge the dangers. Very few, when sick, clean up their mess. Particularly when far from home, many will pay for one beer a silly price. It's a habit, it's addictive, it's sad. Just like smoking, I'm afraid it's a vice. But in moderation it can be fun. It can loosen inhibition, help you to chat. Just don't kid yourself, it's you that's dynamic. The sugar converted to alcohol, it's that. Cheers, my dears. Hello, I'm Phillip Johnson, here to promote my poetry books. Here's my third effort, 50 modern poems for everyday people. 77p downloads on Kindle via Amazon. I'd recommend it. Anyway, the first poem's called Catchphrase. Monsters and giants of showbiz, they love praise, but what they use most to good effect is the dreaded catchphrase. Yesteryear we had Tommy Cooper with his red fez hat, and in a mumbly, growly way he'd say, just like that. Kenneth Williams could act like a thespian, like a theatre patron, but it was pure comedy when he camply suggested, oh, matron. Oliver Hardy would complain to Stan Laurel about anything he tried to do. That's another fine mess you've gotten me into. Frankie Howard in Up Pompeii will never be forgot as he cheekily insinuated, titter ye not. When Bruce Forsyth compares, he says at least twice, nice to see you, nice. Michael Caine in a Cockney accent, understated and flat, recites the unforgettable, not a lot of people know that. Film stars such as Clint Eastwood, a tall western hunk, would ask a foe, are you feeling lucky, punk? Many film fans would visit the cinema to see Robert De Niro face the camera and ask, you looking at me? Or Arnold Schwarzenegger, after taking machine gun fire flak, would announce to an enemy, I'll be back. Or Tom Cruise, not known for it often being funny, in Jerry Maguire raised smiles with, show me the body! Or Jim Carrey, a comedian known for joking, as the main character in The Mask shouted, smoking! Or James Bond, after saving the world, can be heard as he orders his martini, shaken, not stirred. Batman in his Cape Crusader outfit does have appeal, especially when he announces, to the Batmobile. Politicians also have quotes. Bill Clinton loves music, a guitar is strumming. But he's best known for the line, I did not have relations with that woman. Many trade unionists would have liked to have seen Maggie Thatcher burning, but she was resilient and retorted, the lady's not for turning. July 1985, Wembley Live Aid, it's sunny. In the studio, Bob Geldof is screaming, give us your money. TV stars like Noel Edmonds create tension that's real, with lines like £10,000, deal or no deal. Anton Deck presenting from the jungle that's far from near as they close the show with "Get me out of here!" Simon Cowell looks at baby Eric with glee, then turns and says to Lauren, "And it's a yes from me." Robbie Williams broke fans' hearts when he decided to wed. Now with his daughter Teddy, he's loving angels instead. The Voice has a panel that is any music fan's dream, particularly when Sir Tom says, "I want you on my team." Looking for a quick buck, the quiz show Millionaire has the odd chancer, but they panic when Chris Tarrant asks, "Is that your final answer?" John McEnroe in a red headband at Wimbledon sent fans delirious, and we loved it when he screamed at the umpire, "You cannot be serious!" The world's biggest boxing star, Muhammad Ali, would boast, "I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee." Frank Bruno on his shoulders, British boxing hopes he did carry. After defeat to Tyson, he could only offer, "Do you know what, a mean Harry." Catherine Tate as a terrible teen has a teacher standing nearby, Harvard. She turns to him and says, "Does his face look bothered?" Anne Robinson, with that evil grin and a wink so sly, sends victims away with, "You are the weakest link." Bye. Alan Partridge, proper div, crap hair, crap clothes, crap car, sets the studio alight though, with a loud "Aha!" Craig Revel Horwood, self-proclaimed choreography master, on seeing dancing not so good, says, "Darling, that was a disaster." Cilla Black, supreme professional, doesn't make gaffes, and in dulcet Scouse tones says, "What a lot of laughs." And so we come to the end of this catchphrase ditty. There's loads more I could have included, but there's no room. A pity. I'll finish with a hero of '66, Kenneth Wolstenholme, Take a Bow, with the immortal line, "They think it's all over. It is now."